What is up, YouTubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Today, guys, I got an RU match against justin817. He's a guy I met on the Smoking server a long time ago, and this battle is really long for those of you that don't, or really don't care, I guess. I usually use a gray background. This one's green. You can tell that because it's obviously not gray, because it's green. And yeah, that's about it. So, for those of you that watch my LP, that's been postponed because, for those of you that don't know, went to Boston for PAX East, had a lot of fun, entered the Pokemon PAX Pokemon League. That was pretty awesome. If you guys have any questions about that, hit me up and I'll answer them. Also, if I sound sick, it's because I am. And that's about. I don't really want to talk about the team preview. I hope that's okay, guys. Let's just jump right into it. Here we go. My opponent's going to be leading off with the Hitmonchan as I decide to lead off with the Nidoqueen. And right off the bat, I know he's going to want to switch out and go into his Moltres. But just to play it safe, I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I almost went for Thunderbolt. Let that be known. I almost went for Thunderbolt, but I just didn't want to. He brings in the Moltres, like I said, and I know that if he takes me out, he's Choice Specs. And if he doesn't, he'll be any other item ever. So, damage goes out and I die, and I'm like, oh, well, he's Choice Specs. That's cool. Go into my Nidoking. Wow, my Slowking, knowing that I can threaten this thing out. I'm going to go for the Psychic, knowing that he's going to want to bring in the Lantern. I do a decent chunk to him, and I'm pretty sure that he thinks that I'm Specs from this point, just because that is a huge amount of damage that I just did. So I'm actually going to switch up moves going to the Scald, because I know he's going to go for the Spiritomb, because that's a pretty obvious play. I was trying to get a burn, because most Spiritombs that I've seen have been physical, but none of them have had leftovers. They all had black glasses or choice band and life orb or something like that. But this one has Calm Mind, so I know it's special. I've never seen a special one. I actually predict to switch out and go for the Thunder Wave, but he stays in, so I was like, well, that's fine too, because he isn't physical, so a burn really wouldn't have mattered. But I switch out here thinking that his move of choice is going to be Shadow Ball, but he gets paralyzed. I know this guy's set. It's pretty much Calm Mind, status move, recovery move, attacking move. So I go for the substitute to see the status move. Happens to be Will-O-Wisp, so that's pretty cool. And now I just need to know the recovery move and the move of choice for attacking, because if it's Shadow Ball, Bouffalin's a perfect check to this guy, and if it's Dark Pulse, then Gallade gets a justified boost, which will be awesome. So now I predict him to go into his Moltres, because I thought he would think that I had the Mega Horn on this set. I don't have Stone Edge. That's why I went for Stone Edge, but he does bring in the Sand Slash, and I'm just going to go for some returns on this, on the next couple turns. Now, I do get a crit on this return, and it doesn't really matter too much, just because return from that amount of HP would have been 2 or 3 hit KO depending on damage variations, and all he would have done was taken out my sub and then gone for the spin. So really all that matters is that he would have gotten the spin off, but the spin doesn't really affect Pokemon other than Moltres. But I can, now that I know that it's Specs, I know that my Archeops can outspeed it, and I can deal with it. I can just deal with it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to lose half of its health. But now I know he's going to go for the Volt Switch, but he knows that I'm going to think he's going to go for the Volt Switch, and he actually just double switches out without, you know, the U-turn or the whatever. He manually switches out is what I'm trying to say. Goes into his Spiritomb, so I don't get the Lightning Rod boost, which sucks, but I decided to go for the Switcheroo on this turn. I know he's a special variant, but I figured that having him paralyzed and then having him locked into one move would be more beneficial to me. So I go for the Hidden Power Grass on this turn, predicting the Lantern to come in, but he decides to stay and go for the Will-O-Wisp. That's fine by me because I'm not physical, because what Manectric is physical. Yeah, so go for the Thunderbolt on this turn, as I kind of think he's just going to be Death Fodder. He does go for another Will-O-Wisp, so I'm thinking, yeah, he's just going to fodder off this guy because he is paralyzed, he has Choice Specs, there's really no reason to keep him alive. So I go for another Thunderbolt, like I said, but he actually switches out here, goes into his Lantern, and gets the Volt Absorb, which sucks because I should have predicted that, because why would he stay in for 3 turns and go for Will-O-Wisp? That was just stupid of me. But he gets the Volt Absorb, he's back at a reasonable amount of HP, but had I gone for the HP Grass, I probably could have 2-hit KO'd this thing, and now we're just kind of a little stupid stall fest, because I'm actually going to end up losing the stall fest because I am burned. Actually, that was probably a 3-hit KO, the Hidden Power Grass, from where he was at. I'm not entirely sure. Don't really care. All I know is that my Manectric's going to die on this next turn as I decide to go for the another Hidden Power Grass. He's just going to go for the Scald to take me out, and I lose my Manectric. Not that big of a deal, because the only thing I had Manectric for was Lantern, and with Lantern at such low amounts of HP, I can pretty much come in and like revenge kill it with whatever I want for the most part. So I believe I go into my Slowking here. We'll find out in a second. I do! So I do have the Psychic, and I'm pretty sure that's what I go for, because I know I can't go for the Thunder Wave, and if I went for the Scald, it wouldn't do much to this thing, and I do get a crit. Pretty sure the crit doesn't matter, just because of the damage that I did on the first couple turns. So he goes out into the Spiritomb. I'm pretty sure from this range of HP I can take him out with the Scald, and I do go for the Scald. He's going to live on 1-ish hundred, no, a couple of HPs, and then he gets off the Pain Split. So now I know all of his set except for his attacking move. I also know that he has 189 HP left, and I believe here I just decide to switch out and go back into my Bouffalant. No, I go into my Gallade, thinking that now he might go for the Dark Pulse, but that's not the case. He goes on to his Rotom. I don't want to take a Leaf Storm. In game, I don't think I noticed the leftovers, or else I probably would have just stayed in and gone for a Drain Punch, but that's not the case. Switch out and go into my Slowking. I wanted Death Fodder, is what I wanted. I wanted this thing to die, so I had to safe switch into something else. But he just double switches out into his Moltres, and he's going to go for the Air Slash on this turn. But unfortunately for him, he's going to miss. I'm getting ahead of myself, and this miss does not matter. Because I would have lived it. I would have lived. I'm pretty sure from full HP, it's a 3-hit KO, or it might be a 2-hit KO. Not entirely sure. I don't remember the damage calc. I did it a long time ago. But I know that the Scald from 50% HP is going to take him out. Unfortunate that he didn't get the rocks gone, but it doesn't really matter because I could have revenge killed him with pretty much anything else on my team. But hey, anyway, gonna go for the Psychic as he goes for, what did he go for? The Thunderbolt, I think. And does a decent amount of damage. It doesn't take me out, however, and I'm just going to go for another Psychic, but he's going to be able to take me out on this turn with a Thunderbolt because I don't have my Manectric, and he can just go ahead and lock himself. Well, he doesn't lock himself, but he can go ahead and go for Electric-type moves without fearing my Manectric to come in and get some boosts. But, yeah, go into my awesome Archeops. I'm going to go for the Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics as he switches out into his Spiritomb just as Death Fodder. And this is where things get really interesting because I don't have my Flying Gem anymore. And from knowledge of the team, I haven't seen a Choice Scarf Pokemon. He sends out his Hitmonchan, and he's going to outspeed me and go for Ice Punch. Now, his Hitmonchan is Choice Scarf. Did not see that coming. I'm going to live on 7 HP, go for the Acrobatics, and I'm going to take it out from almost full HP in Defeatists, which is just amazing. I think it's 100% chance that it takes it out. I'm pretty sure that's how the variation went, but you guys can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I did the calc, and that's what it turned out to be. He's going to take me out with the Thunderbolt as I don't take out the Rotom. Absolutely fine, because now I can go into my Gallade and go for the Drain Punch and take out the Rotom. I thought that was just an amazing turn of events. The fact that he happened to be a Choice Scarfed Hitmonchan and goes for Ice Punch, and I live on 7 HP, and I take him out with an Acrobatics in Defeatist? How often do you see that? I'll answer that for you. Never. Where do you see it? PuddlesA1's channel. Always. I always give you the coolest stuff. You guys should love me. I don't know why you guys don't love me. You guys should show me some love. Anyway, guys, I am almost to that 300 sub mark, so expect another Farewell Friday, sequence thing going on. In preparation of such events, I have gotten some more battles where cooler things happen, and I have started making new teams, so expect seeing some of that stuff soon. I think I only have 5 more to go when this is uploaded, so thank you guys for watching. For those of you that don't know my links, I'm going to leave them right here. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr, add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. You guys go ahead and click the Gallade to see my last video. Click the Nidoqueen to see my next one when I upload it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I hope you guys have a great Easter for those of you that celebrate it, and if not, you guys have a great whatever you guys do on Sundays. That's about it. Peace, love, and later, Gators.